Hello and welcome to part 3 of the invitation. This will probably be the last part, but depends how long it takes. If I find I'm going on too long, then there might be a fourth. But let's assume it's the last part. And we're going down to 28 to 30. Remember in the previous one I told you to cheer up. There is a way we can know God. I said it's an invitation, not a limitation. That no one can know God unless the Son chooses to reveal him to us. And that is not a limitation, it's an invitation. So let's read this. We'll start to read the last 3 verses. We'll read just 28 first of all. Come to me, all. Now, listen to that. Come to me, all. See, I told you, this is an invitation. Jesus said only you can know the Father if Jesus chooses to reveal him to you. And then he says, come to me. He invites us to come to him. All who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Now let's look at that as well. So first, we have this. It's an invitation. An invitation to come to Jesus. And earlier we saw, I think it was the first one, God has hidden these things from those who are full of their own cleverness and revealed them to little children. Reveal them to the humble. Now there's a problem with that. It sounds nice and religious, doesn't it? Oh, I'm so humble before God. I just put all my trust in God. Sometimes we do genuinely put our trust in God. But sometimes we don't. Look what it says there. All who are weary and burdened. Now, what are you like when you're weary and burdened? When you're at the end of your tether, when you feel utterly run down and weighed down by events, by yourself, by other people, by situations. What are you like? We can be not very nice to know. We can be really difficult to know. Facebook and Instagram and things like that is when we get people living the dream. When we're weary and burdened, we can be living a nightmare. And we can be not very nice to know. Nothing attractive in us. And what does Jesus say to us? Come to me. Come to me. We need to understand that when we are at our lowest, when we are at our worst, Jesus invites us to come to him. And he says, I will give you rest. Not I'll beat you about the head, but I will give you rest. So just remember that. The next time, or if it's even now, when we are feeling weary and burdened. And when you're weary and burdened, you can become so much more aware of your own unworthiness, of our own sinfulness, of all the bad characteristics we've got. All the unattractive characteristics we've got. When we're like that, we need to remind ourselves, Jesus says, come, and I will give you rest. Now, there is going to be a part 4. I thought there might be. So, get that tomorrow.